record low unemployment. You say there are mitigating factors, and there are more people in your mind that want to be working that aren't. Let me play you how the president describes this issue of illegal immigration last night when he talks about this caravan that he wants to shine the spotlight on. And we don't have it. Okay. But the point is he blames Democrats for it. He's blaming Democrats for this. He says Democrats, this is an onslaught brought by the Democrats because they refuse to acknowledge or change the laws. Is that fair in your mind?
Well, I think what he's saying is the Democrats are out there basically calling for open borders, basically calling for people to come to America.
They're not calling for open borders.
Well, they are. I mean, I was on Chris's show last night, and I was on with someone who's basically saying everybody who comes to the border should have an opportunity to come into America. So, they won't say open borders because that's a very controversial term. But
I've never heard a Democrat campaign on open borders.
Well, they don't say the word open borders, but they say that we should be compassionate to everybody who wants to come to America.
Does compassion mean open borders?
That's the same.
Do you not want to be compassionate?
I want to be compassionate, but we can't be saying to people, well, come, and somewhere or another we'll let you enter this country whether you come illegally or not. That's not compassionate to the millions of Americans who are going to be impacted by that flow of illegals. And the point the president makes about the Democrats is, let's be honest. I mean, Democratic funders like George Soros are funding these types of caravans for political purposes.
So, well, look. I've never heard a Democrat campaign at open borders. Is President Obama deploying the National Guard on the border in 2010? Is that open borders?
Well, no, I'm not saying that President Obama was arguing for open borders. I'm saying that the new Democratic Party...
Because open borders is not a real thing, because no one is calling for open borders.
They're calling for the abolishment of ICE. They're saying that people, listen, just go to the tape from last night. I mean, Christine Quinn was out there saying that we should let everybody who's in economic trouble around the world have the opportunity to come to America. This is that. If that's not open borders, I don't know what it is.
Well, again. There are no Democrats running for office campaigning open borders.
They don't use the term, but they make the argument that is an open borders argument.
Most of them are calling for increased border security or border security of a certain kind.
They vote against the wall and say the president is a xenophobe by being for the wall. Is the wall the
only way to have border security?
Well, certainly it's a very important part of it. If you can make the argument that what we're seeing here with an increase in people coming through, an increase in arrest, is that we do need more enforcement on the border, and the wall is part of that. But you just told me at the beginning of this that the problem of illegal border crossings is much less than it was 18 years ago. Still not. Look, you're still talking about 300 and some odd thousand people who are arrested, and hundreds of thousands more that aren't arrested. That's still a real problem.
Senator Rick Santorum, always a pleasure to have you with us. And I will reiterate once again, you have always treated me with respect, which I do appreciate.
And I will continue to do so. Thank you. I appreciate that.